Some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. We're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm The Utes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense will get the first possession of the game. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete to the right. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Quick strike complete. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the gun, the running back has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So the Utah Utes offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Utes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Getting ready for the extra point after the first to score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Make a big play in the passing game, single snap, get a touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hauls it in. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's broke. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and goal. try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Wake Forest is going to enjoy the trip back to Winston-Salem after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Going to try to pop one on the screen. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Using the quick game. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's trailer. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Run the gun. Wants to pass. Firing to the right. Complete. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Exploit them here on this drive.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the left. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The give to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. The Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off-play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Quarterback on the keeper. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
That is no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
It's a draw. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Direct snap. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Pulls it in. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The receiver on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Complete in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week. They still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 13 over Kent State.
Breaks into the open. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it inside the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Utes will snap it on first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He'll throw it. Got him downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. You be like, listen, feed me the rock So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And they're able to make the tackle. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. The snap sets up the throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Utes send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Corrals it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? This is why Lysacle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. He leaves it with his back. Got a little space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Here field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Finds a man on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Utah! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UCLA is running away with this one right now, and it's kind of felt that way since we heard the first 8 clap today. They're up by 32 over UNLV. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete to the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Takes the handoff. It's Grove. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The inside handoff. Spins away from the defender. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half,
Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. He's got it. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. Smashes it between the uprights.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it out fast.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Off play action. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The mighty Utah student section alive tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like, that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He'll set up the throw. A little release to the back. Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down.
There he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's locked. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 28 over Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. On the run, it's Grove. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stevens. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Utes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They'll run him behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Working the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. They go to the ground. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So close to cashing it in for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Sneak gets it done.
It's just so nice to have a signal guy who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They march 78 yards down the field. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's locked. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Give to the running back. Nice move there. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the pressure. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Utes are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On the ground, it's Grove. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down play from the gun. Looking to the end zone. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they've regained the lead.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Makes the grab.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
LSU right back to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, LSU! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll go up top on second and short. Quickly complete. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. They'll try the run. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Traylor. Down enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking deep. He got it. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. He's looking to throw. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Going right to work up top. Release to the back. It's complete on the right side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's locked. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's locked. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Leaves it with the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He wants to throw it. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Right on the money. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Traylor. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Off the play fake on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Off the play fake. Quick strike complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Rowe. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. On target. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put him in play from the 41 on 1st down. He's in open space downfield. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Utes! They move on top here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They saw what happened on that last answer. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grabbed on the outside, it's locked. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Amidst a den of deafening noise, he'll try to tie the game. Splits the uprights. Good. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. Shakes off the defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The pitch. Spins away from the defense. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Grove. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Time for the offense to try to put together a 4th-quarter drive to break a tie. Pulls it and fires to the left. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking left. It's caught. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On the option. Plows through the defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now 2nd down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. It is perfect. They're celebrating on the sideline after taking the lead, but still time on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.